Welcome back to Amsterdam Radio, the podcast for creatives. It is I, the mayor, Flobo boy, sitting and chatting with thinkers, doers, and creatives for this city like you. If you guys have not checked out already, newamsterdam.com. But it's not about me advertising my wares. I met this gentleman, my guest, in the world of esports. We're talking about that and a little bit more. Please welcome Bruce Juneau to the show. How's it going, sir?
Not too bad. How are you? Thank you for having me.
I can't complain. It's one of those days, man, where you said it's a day off, so you're not going to do anything, and then everything gets scheduled. So now I'm doing everything. I was just cleaning my house while watching a show I'm recapping on my other show, Flobo. I'm just a hot mess right now. I'm a hot mess.
Hey, at least you got things going on. You don't got to worry about being bored and just sitting around.
When I was a kid, when I would say I was bored, my mom would like, oh, well, get the dictionary. So I made a point never to say that growing up. I was like, I'm just so enthralled in whatever shows on PBS right now. I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. Parents are so good at that. Like I'm a grown man now, but when I go back home to Brooklyn, I see my family. It's like 30 minutes of, I'm so glad you're back. Take out the trash. You making dinner tonight?
Yeah, I was just talking with my mom about it last night. How like parents are so good at just like reverse psychology on kids. It just works every time, and it's like I can't wait to do that when I'm a parent.
You can't wait to do that. Pay it forward. That's awful. As we said at the top of the show, I met you in the esports world, and one of the cool things I got into during the pandemic of 2020 was casting video games, specifically Rocket League. I mean, how did you get into that? And what does that mean to someone who may not know what that is?
So I've always been a big soccer or football, whatever you're like, you want to call it. I've always been a big fan of that. I played it. Yeah, I played it in high school. I've always been really into it, and then I found out what Rocket League was about 3 years ago, and I was like, okay, like this should be something I like. And then I got really into it, and that's pretty much the only game I play now. And then, so I'm going to college for sports casting.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, might as well kind of intertwine the two and put them together and to cast Rocket League. So then I got into doing that. Obviously, that's how I met you. So we just do play-by-play. Well, you do play-by-play. I do color. I just kind of fill in your little blanks every now and again. But yeah, no, it's a good time. I really enjoy doing it. That's for sure.
Which I appreciate because most places only have me as color, so I get to do play-by-play with you. You said you played actual soccer. What was your position?
I was a left back.
Me too.
Hey, let's go. Well, I was a goalie growing up. Like my whole career, so to speak. But then I reached my my freshman year in high school, and somebody else kind of took the goalie spot.
Yeah.
So then I had to kind of play catch up with everyone else.
Oh,
but then I ended up becoming left back, and I started, and then we were back-to-back state champions.
Damn! I got the pedigree, the hardware or silverware.
Yeah, I got it all up there. It's all up there.
Yeah, if you can see the video version of this, the guy has his awards and stuff. It's totally stunning. I only have one, and that's the one I got for being a good host. I'm gonna keep pointing at that one on all my shows.
You are a good host. Might as well, right?
Go on. So you said you're going to college right now to do sports broadcasting. What school is that, if you don't mind me asking?
SUNY Plattsburgh. It's in upstate New York.
Oh, SUNY Plattsburgh. Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah, I think I applied to them wait years ago. Back when we had paper applications.
No, you're only like 20, right?
Yeah, whatever. I'm turning 36 in 3 weeks. Don't even.
Wow.
I am an old man. So you are going to sportscasting, but you're doing esports casting. I know, like my dad's generation and even my generation, they understand casting IRL sports, but like, why the pivot? Why the jump? Why not stay in the lane, as the old folks say?
So the way it worked was, I'm a dual major. My focus is towards sports casting, but it's broadcast journalism and then TV video production.
Okay.
And I was supposed to get into like IRL, like actual sports and like casting the hockey games for the college, but then COVID hit, so they didn't have them. So I had to kind of try and find a way to get some practice in before I reached the real world.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into esports casting, and I casted for our college's team my freshman year, and then I played on it this year, but I got into kind of working with other leagues and trying to expand my my portfolio.
Yeah, and how's that coming?
been going pretty good. I've been trying to get into a couple more different leagues. I've casted a couple tournaments here and there, a couple leagues here and there.
No.
I'm trying to reach out to other bigger leagues and see if I can get a spot there. But with my not so good internet, not many leagues want me as much. So that's why I'm waiting more till the fall when I move into a different place to have some better internet and be able to actually hear me.
Back in my day, we used a little phone thing, and they're like, so I totally get it. But not only that, because I feel like a lot of people who are visionaries in their own space, they kind of build their skill set up and they build a platform. So not only do you do the shoutcasting, this commentary for video games, you actually run your own organization. So let me know about that. Well, how that started, like the naming behind it, and how's that going so far for you?
So yeah, I was just bored one day, and this was when I didn't have work every day of my life.
Yeah.
So I was like, gotta find something to do in my free time. Might as well try building something. And I was like, I like Rocket League. Let's try building something around Rocket League, finding good players, playing a team, and I can just say like, hey, I own them. Like these guys are good. Oh, I own them, but like they play under me. And then I came up with Untamed Esports, just like, hey, what's something kind of cool that I think's flashy. We're still working on getting a good logo, but no, yeah, I've I found a couple really good players, and yeah, that's just kind of become a thing that I do in free time now when I got nothing better going on, no work. And
yeah. So you mentioned your job, and day jobs are something that happens to all of us. You know, it's very late in my life. I can say I just broadcast for a living, so that's kind of a privilege there. But most people that have a creative endeavor, whether they're an author, a painter, a break dancer, a farmer, or has another job, like what's been your balance between the real world stuff, the things you're passionate about, things you want to accomplish?
So like the balance between like the esport and
the
then
day
the
job
real life.
and all your creative whatever. If you had a book coming out, if you have a photo gallery or OnlyFans, let me know.
No.
But I meant like the esports stuff in relation to you actually going to work.
I bet you want to know about that OnlyFans, don't you?
Hey, yeah, I heard it makes money, man. No, I mean I have to pay them money. No one's gonna be on my OnlyFans.
Yeah, no. No, yeah, I just Monday through Friday I work 8 to 5, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then Sundays I work anywhere between like 2 to 11 in there. So my only real day off is like Sunday. So or like nights during the week. So I usually just find things kind of entertaining to do, or if there's like something going on with the org, I'll just figure out what they're doing, kind of work into what they're doing. But other than that, I just try and use my free time to kind of just relax or like go just do something fun with friends, just find something to do because there's not much to do where I live anyway. So
that was the next question. How do you recharge the cup, bro? Like, how do you get yourself ready to go again next week?
I try to chill as much as I can, but at the same time, I'm not that type of person. I like to go. So I'm always trying to, like, I just bought a new jet ski. I'm working on that. From something to do, something to not just sit here and twiddle my thumbs.
Okay, so I need to know where you are at now to have a jet ski. I thought you're like up north, like in the cold.
No, yeah, well, okay, all right, yeah. It's in the cold in the winter. Like summer's a good time to like.
You got 5 weeks of hard jet skiing action.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm out like every day, so I mean, it works for me. No, yeah, it's just a little lake. We got like this. I mean, it's not a little lake. It goes from like upstate New York to like Albany, New York.
Yeah. Albany,
it's
oh
like
my god,
it's like decent. I'm trying to think of places you'll know.
Albany is it's a really boring town, and I mean that as a New Yorker myself. But I mean, look, if people are gonna be listening to this from all over the world, like what town do you claim? What's the town that you represent?
I'm representing Shazy, New York, population of like 2,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I heard it has the dope leaf changing things. Not much about that. But that's the only I heard.
Biggest Macintosh apple orchard in the world.
That's what it is. Somewhat trees. I was like, all right. I don't know. I've never been, but I know something to do with trees. That's cool.
Yeah, we got the apples. If you want some apples, I'll send them via FedEx real quick.
Over now, these apples. I kicked them around the corner. But these are New York apples. Therefore, they're totally better.
Yeah, no, obviously, right?
So let's go with the jet ski things for a second, because I am not good with my hands. And I like to say, well, I'm not good with my hands, but I'm a broadcaster. But you're doing both. What made you decide, like, oh, yeah, I'm fixing that up? Is it an actual jet ski? Is it a wave runner? Like, let me know everything.
It's a 1993 Sea-Doo. I don't know the exact model of it, but it's a Sea-Doo, and my dad is really good at like working with jet skis, and
Yeah.
he has a 1994 one as like his own, and he's always kept it. It looks like it's brand new. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy this one. And my friend was selling it because it wouldn't start, and he was selling it for $200. And I'm like, that's a steal. I have my dad.
Yeah.
So I bought it. We went outside. My dad got it started in like 20 minutes. And I was like, sweet. And then he's like teaching me how to do everything. So I'm kind of learning. I went out, pressure washed it. I might be buying a wrap for it because it's all cracked and everything. Just kind of making it look nice despite how old it is.
What was the problem then? If it couldn't start, you got to fix in less
It
than an
was
hour.
It was literally just he left the battery in all winter, so it froze up. And so we
Wow.
we put a new battery in, and it started right up.
You didn't tell him, did you?
Now,
Yeah, man, we fixed it. It took us days to figure out what's wrong with it. We totally
yeah,
could.
like I still don't know what's going on with it. I
Oh,
swear.
oh my God. So are you still working on it? Like besides like here and there, is it like a big summer project, take a couple weeks off? Like how do you attempt doing that?
So it's not really. So there's nothing really interiorly, if that's even a word, that I need to
I'm
do with
working.
it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try. Obviously, I want to try and save money so I can like actually pay for my college. But I want to try getting it like the exterior looking like really nice because it's cracked all over the place. There's like it looks like there's mold growing on it,
Yeah.
and so I want to just get a wrap for it or just find out a way to paint it or get some like new handlebars, new seat, all that type of stuff. Wraps for them are like $450, so
Right.
I
Is
don't
like
know.
a it's like a
I don't know
boat.
just
Do
yet.
you name it after you get it, or it's kind of like that's dumb? Like I don't know. Just
I've never named a jet ski. I mean, maybe my dad has a name for his, but I've never
yeah.
personally named one. I'll name one. I'll name it Flobo.
Yeah, the all cracked one that you got used to.
I'll get a sticker and
Geez,
I'll put it on
thanks,
the back.
bro. I'm so impressed. I jet skied once in my life and it was terrifying. But I know what you're thinking. Like it was cool to be on the waves or whatever, but I was a rental. And it was one of those things where it
Okay.
was like I had to get it back in like 15 minutes. And then for some reason, when you have that ticking time bomb, you don't feel like you're going fast enough. You're just like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
overage fees. Come on.
yeah.
You
Because
know?
when we would go out on the lake, because it was like we were like the bad news bears, me and my two friends. Because I had a 1994, and my other friends had a 95 and a 93. So we would just go out on the lake. You see like these 2020s, these 2019s just flying by us as we're jumping waves because ours can't go fast.
Wow. So,
It's
so
a fun time.
is it like a thing where a classic car people go like, oh, the 60s were like this era and the 80s were like this era? Is this kind of the same thing with jet skis, or is it kind of like, no, it's pretty much one design as it's been tinkered and tailored with for a long
No,
period of time?
if you look at the one that I just bought compared to we also got another one. It's not here yet because a bunch like everything COVID wise. We got a 2021 one too. But if
Yeah.
you look at that one compared to the one that I just bought, mine's like half the length of it. Like it looks like a box, and the new
Yeah.
one's just like all these like angles and like just looking so nice. It's just that's why I can't wait for it to get here because I'm gonna take that one out.
Right. Yeah. The more you know, man. I see one in passing. Again, even though I lived on the water, there was no reason for me to even touch the waters that touched New York City as a kid. Like that's just a bad idea. But besides that, it's 2021. I mean, we all kind of survived the 2020 year, and I know it must be some better challenges for you too, personally, psychologically, creatively. Like, what has been your experience navigating the pandemic?
So, well, I mean, throughout the pandemic, I've gotten COVID twice confirmed, but I think I've had it 3 times. So it's been
Yeah.
kind of a struggle for me because I got it once in college, because yeah, having a good time in college. But then I came home, stayed home the next semester, and got it once from work, and it
Yeah.
was like it's been just a pain having to worry about, oh, COVID's there, COVID could get you, COVID this, that, and
Yeah.
just like being able to like not even go to the store without like if you cough now, everyone's just like, whoa,
Right.
don't do
Right.
that.
Don't do that. how is getting COVID a second and a third time? I mean, that must be a story and a half. Like, how
Yeah.
are you more prepared the second time or third time? Or you kind of like not again? Like, what's going through the mind?
Well, yeah, so the first time, like, I didn't have any symptoms. I had, like, a cough, and I lost my taste for, like, 2, 3 days, but the second time, I literally had nothing. I was just sitting in my room doing absolutely nothing for 14 days,
Yeah,
and it was just like, I feel fine, but they're saying I have it, so I
yeah,
have to stay here, which sucked, but, I mean, I guess it's what you gotta do. But so I
right.
got the vaccine because 'cause I'm not trying to get it again.
Yeah, absolutely. And the third time was unconfirmed. You said.
Yeah, it wasn't confirmed, but I'm, like, 95% sure I had it.
I mean, you would know. I mean, not to be rude about it. You had it twice before, right?
Yeah, I had, like, a really bad cough, and then I was, like, really stuffy, and I don't really get, like, that much, so that's
Yeah.
I was just like, I kinda feel like I have it again."
Yeah. What does 2021 look like for you as far as your projects, as far as things you want to do and accomplish?
I really wanna like, because 'cause I'm moving into a new house, at college in the fall, so I wanna well, just, like, physical projects, or I wanna get that house looking nice because
Okay.
it is a frat house, and
Oh,
it looks like it's been hit by a tornado 20 times.
yeah, we're gross.
So yeah, so I wanna, like, I don't know, just even pressure wash the outside of it, just make it look kinda nice. But I don't know, I kinda wanna just, like, get back into the swing of things
Okay.
and not really have to worry all the time about this and that. Because now we have to have a vaccine if we have in-person classes. So
Right.
it's nice to, like, know that we can go to class, not have to do everything online, and just
Yeah.
try and, like, work everything back to the way it was to the best, like, I can, and kinda try and, like, put COVID out of my mind in a sense and not have to, like, worry about it 24/7 like I was the first 6 months it was a thing.
So wait, you're looking forward to in-person classes? I feel like there'd be a school of
Yes.
thought where people are like, nah.
No. I really wanna go back to in-person classes because online was terrible. I got the worst grades I've had since I've been in college. I couldn't figure out what was going on half the time because one teacher's using this site, another one's using this site. So, it was just, like, trying to figure everything out, plus I was working 40 hours a week, and it was just a big pain, so I'm just looking forward to being able to go to class and not have to worry about, "Oh, when is my class?"
Yeah. So full time at school or you're part time?
A student? I'm a full-time student.
So full time student, full time job, and you're doing creative things weekends and building up a jet ski. My goodness me! And you said to me before we went on air, I'm not doing anything cool. Like you're doing like 8 things that are cool because you only have to spend
Ah.
24 hours, but you're just making it happen. If someone's listening right now, do you have any advice for them how they can basically get on your level, brother?
Just keep doing like, don't let things get to you. Keep going about your day. Don't let things just stress you out all the time. Just keep, like, moving, keep doing what you were doing before, like, say COVID was a thing, and don't just sit back and be like, "Oh, now I can't do this." Yeah, you can. Don't
Yeah.
let it, like, stop you from doing it. Like, it's your life. Like, don't waste it.
Don't do that to me. I'm gonna buy 2 jet skis. I have
Do
nowhere to put
do
them
it. Bring
in
'em
my
up to New
apartment in
York.
Los Angeles. I wouldn't know to put
No,
them.
no, 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 leave them at my house, and then when you come up to visit, just drive up real quick, we'll go out on the
Yeah.
lake.
It's like, where you going to New York? Well, I got a jet ski and some apples I need to get back. What?
The FedEx truck's waiting for you.
It's true. Bruce, so glad that you're on the show, New Amsterdam Radio, the podcast for creators. If somebody was listening right now and they're inspired to follow you online in the creepiest way possible, how do they go about doing that?
You can find me on Instagram, and that's about it. It's just Bruce Juneau, as it's spelled on. It'll be on screen. I take it. Maybe.
For some.
Yeah. Yeah. For some, not for others. Depends on how good it. Depends on how much we like you.
Well, people that Patreon will get the video, but most of us will be audio. So that's JUNEAU, Bruce, you know. Yeah, I want you back. I want to see what the jet ski looks like. I want to see if you made $1 million with the esports org. I want to see if you're the manager at your job and how you juggle all the things at once.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, and I'll get that little Flobo sticker to put on the back of my jet ski.
Yes, because my name is now officially a jet ski.
It's got to be.